What's going on, my friends? Let me welcome you back. My name is Rod. I'm in my garage, and you're welcome. You're welcome to come on in, grab yourself an adult beverage or soda water. That's your preference, and just kick back and enjoy it. Samuel Adams, Winter Larger. Kind of has an aftertaste. I'm drinking my son-in-law's beer. That's how I roll. This is part 2 of 2021. This is on music that was released in 21. My last video I did was the reissues and the record store days and the first time on vinyl. These are actually brand new releases. First, let me show you this. I forgot to show this in my last video about the reissues. Feel Flows is a wonderful, wonderful reissue of the Beach Boys, a 2-record set. It came on a 2-record set or a 5-record set, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I forgot to mention that when I did my reissues. All right, show a couple box sets that came out this year. Randy Newman. It was actually a record store day release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7-album box set of the master songwriter Randy Newman, 79 through 2017. Wonderful box set. If you're a fan of his, it's definitely worth having. Also, the Black Crowes put out a box set for their debut album. It came with original album remastered, an album with outtakes, then a live album. It was a 3-record set. It came with a patch, lit a sticker, a replica of a flyer with a set list on the back, and a booklet. So, if you like the Black Crowes, I do, and you like that first album they did, here's some more stuff. That's a picture. I thought I was going to lift it up. But it's a really cool little box set, man. Those are my box sets. Real quick in the background, original master recording from Country Joe McDonald. Fantastic sounding album. That's what we got playing. Now these, I'm not saying are the best albums released in 2021. They're some of my favorites. I'm missing a couple of them. I can't find my John Mayer. Can't find it anywhere. Looked under J, I looked under M. God, I even went over and searched the Grateful Dead section thinking, was I messed up one night and put him in the Grateful Dead because he plays with the Dead and Company? Thank God I didn't. But I can't find him anywhere. So, he would be in this set if I could find him. First off, Loretta Lynn. This woman is in her 80s. I think she's 88, if I'm not mistaken. Still woman enough. And this album has guest appearance by Margo Price, the really talented Margo Price sings on here, and Carrie Underwood is on here, and Tanya Tucker. And this album, I'm going to say it, man, this is the best country album of 2021, and it sucks that she probably won't get recognized for it. That's definitely country album of the year, in my opinion. Here's a band that a lot of people don't like, the Foo Fighters. A lot of people like to dislike them. Kind of funny. Foo Fighters is a really fun rock and roll album. It really grows on me. Foo Fighters, one of my favorites. maybe my very favorite for 2021, possibly my very favorite album this year, Alice Cooper and with Detroit Stories. Alice Cooper, 70 years old, he's still kicking butt. I don't want to pull everything out. You've probably seen this album. It's a gatefold 2-record set, Detroit Stories. Fantastic rock and roll album, man. The Black Keys. Really good album. It's live, and they're doing covers on this. Black Keys, fantastic album. And this must have been the hardest album for anyone to make this year. And I'm talking Steve Earle. The name of the album is JT. He's doing tribute albums to his favorite singer-songwriter, Steve Earle is. Like he's done Townes Van Zandt, he did Guy Clark. And in 2019, 2020, he lost his son, Justin Townes Earle. And this had to break his heart making this album. This is an album of his son's music. Steve Earle, the name of the album is JT. And fantastic album. I loved the music of Justin Townes Earle. His father, Steve Earle, is in my top 5 singer-songwriter of all time. Here's one I don't know what to do with this. Jeff Tweedy. This CD came out in 2020, but the album came out January 8th of this year. So can I use it for 2021? I'm going to. Jeff Tweedy. Even though I used it last year, Discog says it's a 21 album. Margo Price. I mentioned her singing with Tanya Tucker. This is a live album, a 2-record set. The sound is great, man. It's a really open sound, if you know what I mean. You feel like you're in the open room with them. You could tell it was like in a hall, a dance hall. God, it's a good album. Solid country album. Does a version of Proud Mary. 2-record set. Live music is great. I love live music. I love how she does country music. She treats it with respect and she keeps it real. Margo Price, one of my favorite country singers. Todd Snyder, the First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder. And this album took me a minute, man. I like Todd Snyder. I remember meeting him. We're the same age. We were really young. And he was starting out, and I was starting out my career in radio. And his first album was just freaking solid. I loved it. I like pretty much everything he's done. This one really grew on me. It's really different than the rest of his stuff. This guy's an Americana, just a solid Americana singer. He came out at the beginning of the whole format, and he was just such a part of it. Todd Snyder. And this was a gift from a listener, a viewer, a fellow YouTuber, Ryan. This is an Americana as hell. The name of the album is Earth Trip. Okay? And the name of the band, Rose City Band. I kept this sticker on there. And this is as Americana as you're going to get. This is roots music. This is way too country for country radio. It's not, it's Americana. It's the only thing you can label this. And it's wonderful. It was a great, generous gift from Ryan. I love this album. I don't see it a lot around, and it's amazing that more people aren't hip to this. I got lucky, because I honestly had never heard of them before Ryan sent me that. And thanks again, Ryan. One of the best this year, The Killers, Pressure Machine. This album's fine, dude. I'm telling you, it's a good album. Solid Americana rock and roll album. Yeah, and Americana can be Americana rock and roll. It can lean country. Americana takes its roots from bluegrass music and just kind of expands. And this is definitely part of it, man. I dig this album a lot. I don't know the significance of the three crosses. I don't know if he's kind of on the religious thing or what, but this is a great album. Speaking of great albums, what's up? John Hyatt with the Jerry Douglas Band. This was VCLT, but it is brand new music from 2021. Beautiful, beautiful vinyl. Steve Carlson hooked me up with this one, and it's Steve. It's solid. Again, this is Americana. It's funny how my new music is Americana, but all the reissues I bought were jazz and blues. So, and keeping with the Americana, the Martha tapes. Jack Ingram, Mariah Lambert, and John Randall. This album, I know I use the word solid a lot, and someone's already called me out on it, but it's a solid album, man. You can pick this up for like less than $30. Jack Ingram, Mariah Lambert. Wasn't real familiar with John Randall, but it's a great album. I knew Jack Ingram from back in the day when he did Beat Up Ford. I remember interviewing him, and he was really good friends with our program director, J.D. Rose. So that kind of led me to this album. Plus, I think Miranda Lambert is absolutely beautiful. So I had to buy the album, and it did not disappoint. Fantastic Americana album. And this has been my favorite albums of 2021. Part 2. I'll probably do another part showing my favorite finds, showing some VCOT that I got this year. Anyway, it's the day before New Year's Eve. Have a great New Year. I'll probably be back tomorrow with part 3. Everyone be cool and be good to yourself.